Hi team. So I'm on a run right now and I was listening to a SoundCloud and I literally just had to stop and come on here and talk to you guys because I was just so inspired by this video that I'm listening to by Caroline Reed. She's an ENVP in Arbonne. Sorry, I can't breathe. This is how much I love you guys that I'm literally stopping my run just to chat with you. But I'm going to send you the video. Please, please, please listen to the entire thing because it is so inspiring. And I just love how she says that when you have a decided heart, that no matter what comes up against you, no matter if it's you've reached out to literally thousands of people and every single person has said no, or regardless of someone joining your team and quitting right away, or regardless of no one showing up to your launch parties for the 10th time in a row, whether it's, everyone ghosting you or saying they want to join your team and then never talking to you again, all of these things that she talks about, none of that matters, and you wouldn't care about any of those things if you just had a decided heart and if you had just decided to go for your goals no matter what is going on around you and all of the things that are up against you, whether it's people being mean to you about Arbonne or telling you it's stupid or not believing in you or thinking that it's just a waste of time or whatever it is. You wouldn't care about any of those things. You would almost swat those away like it was a fly flying at your face if you really truly decided that you were going to make Arbonne work for you and that you were going to work your business. She talks about how there's you've already made it past the first decision, you've already decided to join Arbonne, right? Whether you jumped in right away or whether that was something that you maybe contemplated for a long time, you decided to jump into Arbonne, and then you have two choices from there. Your first choice is you can play Arbonne and you can, just join and work when you want to, do reach outs when you want to, do the easy things, just do the things that are fun, just do the things that are, working well for you, or just talk about the products if people bring it up to you, all these things. You can play Arbonne or you can decide to work Arbonne and you can decide to make Arbonne work for you. And there's really nothing that can stand in your way if you have a decided heart. And the absolute only difference between anyone who's successful in Arbonne, whether your version of success, whether that's RVP or NVP, whatever that is, the only difference between you and every other person that has reached those top levels is that they decided and they went for it and they decided to go for it no matter what was in their way. And I've been reaching out to a lot of you guys recently, just over this past month, with these amazing incentives with a 3,500 DM promotion qualification and everything like that. And I feel like I've gotten the same response from a lot of you. And so I just kind of wanted to address a couple things. One, I hear this every single day from probably everyone, every single person in this chat. I've heard this. And you say well, I've reached out to so many people and they just keep saying no. Or I planned all these fun events and no one came. Or so-and-so said that they would join my team and then stopped responding to me. And it's all those little things that I hear all the time that, of course, I'm here for you guys and I love you guys. And whether you are decided or not, I love you and I'm here for you. And it doesn't even matter to me. I want to be your friend and I want to be your mentor and just a person that you can go to regardless of whether you're decided or not. But that's kind of beside the point because I've like I was saying, I've heard so many of you so many times just say well, if only this person didn't quit my team, or if only more people would just say yes, then I would do this, or if this, then that. But you guys, it's up to you, and it is up to each and every one of us to make the decision and to go after our dreams and our goals and our, wherever you want to go in life and in this business, because it ultimately is up to you. And it has nothing to do with your upline, or it has nothing to do with, your downline, or, well, this person is prettier than me, or this person is smarter than me, or this person has a bigger network, and this person clearly doesn't go through all the struggles that I go through, because you guys, that's just not true. And there's no reason to look around and be blaming other things and other circumstances, because if you were decided, then none of these things would matter and you would go for it regardless, and go for it until you hit your goals and you reach where you want to go in life and in this business. And I just had to tell you that, there's no person, there's no single VP in Arbonne who hasn't heard just more no's and had more parties that no one has shown up to and has had more cancellations and has had more teammates quit and has had more like rock stars that you think are going to go straight to the top and then, maybe they fizzle out, or maybe you just like, just friends that you've made in Arbonne and then all of a sudden they quit and you're like, wait, what is going on? Like, how is this possible? Like, the VPs and the people that are successful in Arbonne have just had that more times than you. And so, and like, I just want I want all of you to know that I'm saying this to myself right now too, because it's so easy, even as an RVP, to look around and be like, oh, well, of course these people can promote to MVP, or they did it faster, or they did, XYZ, doesn't matter. But it's so easy to look around and like think that other people have it easier or other circumstances are better than your own. But you guys, it's just a decision. It's just having a decided heart. It's just working and doing the do until you reach where you want to go, and not letting what anybody says, what anybody thinks, like your fear, like without letting any of that get in your way. And I promise you guys, like, there is no magic fairy dust that anybody has, that they just are sprinkled with this magic fairy dust, and no matter what happens, like they're just going to go to the top because of course it's this person, so of course she's going to be successful. Like, that doesn't happen. The only way you're successful in Arbonne is that you have fallen on your face a bunch of times. I could go into hours and hours and hours of stories of times that I've had teammates quit, that totally unexpected things have happened, that so many people have said I was crazy, and so many no's and so many cancel parties. Like, I've had so many of those things, and yeah, it's always that moment. It's like that exact moment when you are feeling like there's no way you can move on. There's no way you can pick yourself back up. You failed. There's no chance. Like, you've tried everything you possibly can. Like, there has to be just like some secret trick, something. Like, that's the moment that you decide to pick up and go again, and pick up and, just like take one last breath of air and do one more try and one more reach out. Like, the more times that you do that, the bigger chance that you're going to have to like overcome that. And guess what? Each time that you pick yourself up again, you are stronger, and you have more grit, and you have more tenacity, and you've just had another like tool under your belt to deal with, not only for yourself in the future and where you can be prepared for if that happens again, but you can also be there for your downlines, and you can help your teams and your future teams. Because you guys, like, there's so many people that are counting on us, and it could be people that you don't even know yet. It could be people that are like in the future that haven't even decided to join Arbonne, or maybe you've never even met before, or they've never even heard of Arbonne yet, but they are counting on you, because if you quit, like, then all these lives won't be changed. And so many people won't be introduced to Arbonne because you quit and you decided that this was too hard, and that you're not worth it, and that you're not capable of doing this, and that you're, just like unable to, like, I guess just like move past these obstacles, because that's all it is. It's just obstacles, and it's just something that you just need to see as like fuel rather than something that's in the way of your goals. You need to see it as like a stepping stone to your goals. And you're not going to be able to be an MVP or an RVP or an ENVP or whatever it is that you're going for. You're not going to be able to be those people if you haven't gone through all of these stepping stones and all of these things that are going to get you to where you want to go. So it's just like, I don't know, I was just so inspired by this, because I just hear it time and time again, and I hear people say, well, I have too many no's. And what the real shame is in this business, like, the real shame is that a lot of people get started, they reach out to their immediate network, they get a lot of no's, they get a lot of pushback, they get a lot of people who don't respond, and then they quit. And then now what? Now you're just another, statistic, and you're another one of those people who get started in this type of business, like in this thing that's called Arbonne, and you're just another person that let that fizzle out. But you guys, people are watching, people have noticed that you have signed up for Arbonne. Don't hide it. People know, and there's no reason to just sit back and say well, let's see if this works. And if it works, then awesome. If it doesn't, and I get a lot of no's, then, well, I guess this doesn't work for me. Don't be that girl. It's worth it, you guys. Living your absolute dream life and living a life of financial freedom and free of time and free of choices, and like not having to work a job that you hate, and not having to be living paycheck to paycheck, and being able to do all the things that you want to in life, like it's worth it. And all these people who are saying no, like who cares? Who cares if all these people are saying no? Like their opinion of you is not your business. And so there's no reason to like let what one person is saying, or one group of people, or like little, just like obstacles. Like there's no reason to let those completely get in the way of something that could be seriously huge and that could seriously change your life. So, okay, rant over. I'm going to finish my run, but I love you guys. And I just want to encourage you, like, just go for it. It is so freaking worth it, you guys. Like, and you owe it to yourself. You owe it to your future team. You owe it to your current team. You owe it to your family. You owe it to so many people. Oh, bug. You owe it to so many people. So just don't quit. And like, I just want to know, like, who is decided? Like, who has decided that you're hitting DM and you are not letting this 3,500 qualification pass you by? You're not going to let it happen because you've decided. Because that is the only difference between someone who has gone region or gone nation and where you're standing right now, is you're just lacking a decision. And so once you've decided, and if you've made it to the end of this video, I love you. But once you've decided, you guys, like, put it in the chat. Like, let's, obviously, like I said, like if you're not ready to decide and you're still like working things out in your head, that's perfectly fine. I love you anyway. But if you have decided and you are ready to run, and you want me to run alongside you, because trust me, you guys, like I'm going to be sprinting ahead of you to Go Nation and teach you all how to do the exact same thing, because you can't Go Nation, or not that you can't, but like I want to Go Nation so I can show you all how to Go Nation. And like going region just isn't enough for me, because I have too many rock stars on my team that I know like are on my heels chasing me to the top. And so I'm going to show you the way, and I'm going to be there for you guys every step of the way. So if you've decided to not let this month go by, and who cares that it's already the middle of the month, you guys, like we have so much time left. We have so much opportunity, so many people left in the world to reach out to. There is never, ever, ever a lack of people in this world. So if you're getting a lot of no's, guess what? Join the club. I get no's like 100 times a day, and I just like laugh and move on. Like, don't have any attachment to the outcome, you guys. Like, just go for it. Don't leave anything on the table. We still have half of the month left, you guys. Like, do not let this month pass you by and, be sitting on the sidelines and being lukewarm and just being like, oh, well, look at all them promoting above me. Here goes another one. Here goes another one promoting. Here goes another one passing me. Like, don't let that happen, you guys. Like, let's all hit our goals. If you're in and if you decided, let me know, because I'm going to run alongside you. I'm going to sprint ahead of you, and I'm going to Go Nation, because I am just ready to be that leader that helps you to go and hit your goals as well. So I love you guys so much. Mwah.